Welcome to If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes, a comedy podcast about navigating the chaos of life under our wet sun. I'm one of your hosts, John Warren. With me are my two best friends, Albie Huntiers.
Hello.
And Niki Grayson. And joke's on you, idiots. I have three best friends. Jordo's on the mic. I mean, the sticks. Fuck. You know what I meant.
Now who's the idiot?
Yeah, idiot.
I am. I never said I wasn't.
Oh.
Joke's on
That's
you.
true.
Oh.
I'm calling in from an island.
You are.
Yeah. You were wearing sunglasses earlier and you took them off.
Why'd you stop?
I did. Well, do you want me to actually tell you why I stopped?
Well, it's
Because I thought I wasn't supposed to talk about it ever again. Or allude to it.
Yeah, I know you're not allowed to talk about that.
Okay, there you go. So I won't.
I can't wear my sunglasses inside because the way that they're polarized prevents me from seeing screens.
Oh, I did not know that about these new glasses until I wore them as a bit on a different call that I was on a few days ago. And I was like, I can't see it. I thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah, because you can see everything else except the light rectangles, which is crazy. LB, you said that you had a conversation piece for us today.
Yeah. Okay. So I was watching basketball. It's playoff basketball. And I was watching the referees do their thing where they blow the whistle and they say, like, this goes against a rule that I don't know what the fouls are. No one's ever explained to me what the fouls are. And then whenever I ask, people make fun of me and say I'll never understand because it's so complicated.
Who said
I'm like,
that?
well, what do you mean? My dad and Robbie.
Well,
and
I think that's a cop-out, but I also agree with them.
Well, it made me fantasize because I can't pay attention to what they're actually doing. So I fantasize about a world where I'm the referee.
Oh,
yeah.
Not in basketball, but in the world. And it made me realize we should have a new legal system.
Okay.
Where misdemeanors no longer exist. And instead of misdemeanors and moving violations, there's just fouls.
Okay.
And instead of police, we've got referees.
Yeah.
And they blow the whistle. So, like, let's say the light changes, right? It's a left turn.
Yeah.
The person at the front of the left turn line is not moving. They're on their phone. I blow my whistle.
Yeah.
That's a cell phone left turn green light dawdle. And then I give them a penalty and I'm like, you have to go to the back of the line now.
This is just the police.
No, it isn't. The police put you in jail. The police give you tickets.
I wasn't going to say it's like the police, but I will say it's basically like a Larry David bit. So what
if Larry David was in charge of the cops is what you're saying?
He might be.
Well, he might be better.
But he should be.
He should be.
Because I think that's a better system. And no jail. There's no more jail.
Well, so
no more jail.
So you see someone commit a line foul, they go to the back of the line.
Yeah.
But
hockey, I turned on my TikTok's full volume in a line, back of the line.
Yeah. Or you have to leave the building. Or if it's really bad, if it's a flagrant line foul, you've got to leave the building.
What about the person who played porno out loud in Luka Doncic?
If it's an accident, they can challenge it. If it's an accident, they can challenge it and be like, it was an accident. And then you'd be like, okay.
Okay. What about the person who played porno in the Luka Doncic postgame press conference?
That's funny.
Oh, so if it's funny,
but it's also so embarrassing.
Right.
That it's a punishment in itself.
Got it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
In hockey, they literally have jail.
They do.
But
the
jail
referees send them to jail.
But what if jail wasn't jail and it was just a cube wherever you already are and you just have to go in there for 5 minutes? Because you fucked up.
Timeout.
It's a timeout.
Like a penalty box is a really funny idea for life.
Yeah.
Because like incarceration discourse doesn't apply to that. No way. No way.
Because there's no prison industrial system. Right. There's no they're not out there fighting wildfires.
Yeah, they can't do free labor.
You're in a clear cube.
Right. Yeah.
Where you feel bad for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you come out.
It's got to be plexiglass, right? Like it still has to be plexiglass.
Yeah, and then people on the left and right can bang on the glass to irritate you. To make loud
yeah, but if you do it too
arena.
much, then you have to go.
And there you go.
And you have to join them in the cube.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
That's what
know.
that TV show was about, I think.
The Cube?
Mm-hmm.
The game show.
Mm-hmm.
With the hunky guy.
Dwayne Wade, yes.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade's the Cube.
Dwayne Wade's the Cube. Dwayne Wade's woke cube. Dwayne Wade's the transgender cube.
When wokies find out about hockey, they're gonna lose their fucking minds.
What does that mean?
Because it's got fighting in it, and they hate that.
They hate fighting.
It's mostly white. They hate
They
that.
hate that. They throw octopus on the ice.
They hate that.
Hate
They
that.
do?
It's kind of like a panopticon. It's a reverse panopticon.
I think they made that. I think they now punish you if you throw the octopus on the ice.
Wait, what do you mean it's a reverse panoptic? You mean it's a circle where everyone looks in the middle?
Like I said, it's a reverse panopticon.
Yeah. No. What about Niki? What Niki said?
What? Yeah. Was I wrong? I'm not wrong.
But you have to be able to not see. You have to be able to not see the people, because the panopticon is you don't know if they're watching you or not.
Well, you don't know if they. I mean, the people don't know.
So the hockey players would have to not be able to know if there was an audience or not for it to be reverse panopticon.
Well, but they're not.
They're such a funny idea.
It's very.
You have an audience you're not allowed to see.
Yeah, they're
they
not
might
sure.
be there. They might not.
That's why at Staples they dim the lights on the crowd
They should do that at the Pelicans games.
because nobody shows up.
Yeah, because nobody shows up.
Boom.
Boom.
Bang.
Okay, so what are your fouls? What would you make a foul in real life?
I think. Oh, I have a great one. If I'm behind you at a grocery store or a Target or what have you, and you don't put the separator stick.
Oh man!
Behind
Fucking
your
penalty box. Penalty box.
Penalty box.
Yeah,
like I should be able to cut you in line.
100%.
Absolutely.
I think that is one of the most selfish things. Like legitimate, not a bit. I think it's one of the most selfish things a person can do.
Yeah,
Is
Yeah.
not put the separator stick down.
I always feel like such a narc when they don't do it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna put the separator stick down. They don't do it because they're too cool for the separator stick, but here I am, a fucking narc, putting the separator stick down.
I always make a show of reaching over their stuff to get the stick, and then I kind of like
such
pop
a
it
show.
down.
You would make such a show of reaching for things. I could see it so clearly. Yeah. Oh, that's a good move.
Yeah.
Well,
That's really good.
When people don't do it for me, I tend to look at them from down below.
Sure.
And I'm just kind of, I have my armful of stuff and I'm waiting for them to do it. And so that's usually pretty effective.
It works.
It's kind of like, and the funniest thing happened to me yesterday or 2 days. No, it was yesterday. I had to go into town to get vanilla extract to make that cobbler I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the Harris Teeter is the only grocery store near the island.
What?
Harris Teeter?
Teeter? It sounds like Piggly Wiggly, which sounds racist.
Right.
It sounds like a fake Derek Jeter for like a kids' TV show. Harris Teeter, but it's voiced by Derek.
It's the Tecmo baseball ball version of Derek Jeter. It's Harris Teeter.
What? It also sounds like a weird brand of whiskey. Harris Teeter.
So we all call it the Teeter or Harry Teeter around here. But I had to go in and that one. Okay, so this is a great story because it not only is something funny that happened to me, but it's also
Why do they have a subscription service? I'm sorry.
It's a Kroger.
It's a Kroger card. It's basically it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
you have
also
to pay for it.
Do you?
For delivery? Yeah, they give you free delivery.
It's just a free trial. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting your story about the Teeter.
No, it's
about the
okay.
Harry Teeter.
So at the Teeter, I needed to get the vanilla. And so one of my pet peeves is if you're in a grocery aisle and you park your cart in such a way that does not allow another person to get through.
Illegal.
Like what are you doing?
That's penalty box.
That's penalty box. Absolutely. But the vanilla is at, and I'm not kidding, actually literally on top of the shelves, which I cannot get to. And so I asked the guy who was blocking the lane to get it down for me. And what was so funny, because there are like 4 different types of vanilla and like I know which one I wanted, but it was so funny because he pointed at one, and I was like, yeah, that one. He's like, he looked back down at me, and he goes, $21.99. I was like,
Damn, get fucked. He said, really?
I was like,
that one?
I was like, well, yeah. The others
I want the nice one.
The others are like artificial. Like you can see it says
I want
artificial.
the real one.
I didn't want to say that, but I just felt like I'd been kicked in the fucking stomach when he did that to me.
You can definitely that you could be like, I know prices these days, but that's what
I did go, yeah, man, I know it's awful, but it's what I need.
We're in this together.
Yeah.
We're both working men.
We're both working stiffs.
And we're both working stiffs here at the Harry Teeter on the fancy island.
I literally had the only other thing I had in my arms were a package of fancy European biscuits with the chocolates on top. So they're fancy lad cookies. And I was like, yeah, it's because you had me my expensive vanilla, sir. Please.
I'm a fancy lad. I need my fancy vanilla. My fancy juice. God. Yeah. I also think that like a yardage penalty, like from football, would be cool. Where it's like if you do something so bad at the supermarket, you don't go to the penalty box. They take your cart. You have to go out into the parking lot and drive your car over. Like 6 blocks away and come back. That would be really good. Start over, yeah. Or like if it's really bad, you have to drive all the way home and then come back.
They do that there's a TV show called Supermarket Stakeout where the competitors get money and then they have to buy the carts of people leaving the grocery store. And it's always so funny because the people either, when they get the cash given to them, they all immediately realize the magnitude of the thing that they've done, which is they either realize that, okay, well now I do have $150, but I do have to go grocery shopping again.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they've given, and a lot of times the calculus that you watch is like, I didn't think it was worth it. I didn't think it was worth it. Like I did make $75, but I don't think it was worth it.
I love reality shows and game shows where they get to the end and realize that what they're doing is not worth.
Yeah, not worth
the trouble.
The struggle.
It's great.
It's really good.
It's really good.
More people should do that.
I agree.
Realize that it's not worth the trouble.
It's what all I do.
Jordo says,
I live my life.
Jordo says my foul is parking in such a way to prevent someone else from taking any of the adjacent spaces. If you do this, they take all the gas out of your car. God, that'd be so funny. Instead of penalty box, like bring the siphon crew out, and so you just and they start siphoning the gas out of your car.
Siphoning the gas out of your car. The thing about that one is that it's hard to know whose fault it is. I used to get similarly upset about that, but you can't always tell if the person who parked there before them was
parking because they were put in.
What was the first domino?
Yes. And that
maybe
person
you parked exactly because maybe you parked bad because the person you were parking. Yeah. So my thing is, it's like if you're in a world where you're a normal size car and you're in a world dominated by fucking monster trucks,
sure,
you have to park however you need to park just to fucking survive out there. Because these like F-150s are going to put themselves in a compact space.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you going to do? Like, I'm a fat person. Mm-hmm. If people will park up next to my car, leaving like this much space for me to get by. And I'm making kind of an inch and a half with the size of a
Biscoff cookie.
Yes, the size of a Biscoff cookie is what they leave me. And so there in the past, I have had to go through the passenger side and kind of climb over, which is very difficult for me to do because I'm a very large person. So they can go fuck themselves. That is not a penalty. They can suck my dick. If you have a big truck, though, it is a penalty.
It is
actually, if you have a big truck, period, like basically you don't have to do anything to get a penalty. You just have to like, unless you need it for work, or like you have some kind of hobby that requires your big truck.
But then very, very rarely do you need a truck that big. Get a van.
You don't. You absolutely don't need a lifted truck.
Just get a minivan.
And Jordan's right. It's never hard to know in Texas. Like, because it's just like, yeah, it's a lifted F-250 with a Punisher
What's an F-250?
It's just bigger.
Is that 100 more? It's bigger than a F-150?
It goes up to 450.
How big do they need these trucks to be?
Sometimes they
actually don't. They actually don't.
Because let me tell you about the trucks I see out there that are working.
Yeah.
They are the small Toyota trucks, and they've taken most of the letters off, so it just says yo.
Yo, yeah.
And they have been the same trucks since I was a baby, and they are still running, and they are small, and I could get into one without. Now, the only person who my friend Lauren lives in New Orleans. She has a big raised up vehicle. And that makes sense to me because she lives in a fucking
flood zone.
Sub sea level flood hell.
They shouldn't have put a city beneath the ocean.
Yeah, it's so nice though.
It's so great.
Like you say that and then you go and you're like, this is the best place in the world.
It's like you go to Venice, Italy, and New Orleans, and you're like, well, these cities shouldn't exist, but I'm glad that they do.
I'm glad that they do.
Yeah, it's like it makes you kind kind of buy the Atlantis thing.
Kinda.
Like if New Orleans is great and so easy to fly.
No, done. I don't know why I went along with you for a second. That makes no sense.
The idea that the most flooded place is the best place is what I'm saying. I don't believe in actual Atlantis.
Right.
But you understand why somebody would be like, yeah, the most flooded place was probably the best fucking place ever.
Wait, okay. I'm confused.
Yes.
Atlantis regular town, then water? Or they went down there, built the town?
Do you want to know actually what it is, or do you want to do a funny time? Okay. So Atlantis is a made-up thing that Plato and Socrates.
Okay, do the fun thing instead.
Yeah, it was a regular place and then it flooded.
Okay,
yeah, it was a place and then it flooded. Yeah,
but it was all made up like
an Aquaman.
It's like the busy world of Richard Scarry. Like it was just a town a guy made up to tell a story.
So it's a metaphor.
Yeah, the Richard Scarry pull. I would have gone with like Whoville. You know,
I couldn't remember Whoville. It's more like Whoville. Yeah, it's more like Whoville or like wherever
Whoville's
the Lorax
in Burbank
goes.
though.
Yeah, with the
fine. Where's the Lorax at?
Well, the Lorax takes place on a plant
in Whoville.
All on one plant?
Yeah, right.
In Whoville?
No, I don't know about Whoville.
We don't know anything about our Dr.
Horton Hears a Who is the one where they're all on a plant. One of them, they all live on a flower.
That's wild. Okay, so Whoville, basically Atlantis is Whoville.
Atlantis is Whoville.
But
and
a lot of time went by.
The Grinch of Whoville.
And a lot of time went by and people were like, Whoville's real. Why would people be talking about it if it wasn't real?
I mean, yeah, I've been.
What's another place that is real that you actually don't think is real?
That is real that I don't think is real.
Correct.
Tustin.
Okay. Great answer.
I think a lot of places in the IE and Orange County are not I don't think they're real places.
Yeah.
I think it is like you're just in Orange County.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just kind of like a weird, but I mean, you see those like neighborhood signs and you're like, what the fuck is Magnolia Square?
Yeah, like that's not real.
What are you talking about? That's not real.
Azusa and Covina.
Azusa's real. Those are real places.
Are they different though?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think Azusa and Covina might as well, Azusa, Covina, West Covina, that's the same fucking place. You don't need three city
I don't know those
bodies
places well enough
for all three of those places because it's all the same.
So you're talking about the the True Detective season 2 towns.
Yes.
These just kind of made up fake towns.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What about Carson? Does Carson get to be its own place?
I don't think it should be. I think that's just LA.
Okay. Now, what if I told you that the mayor of Carson plays himself in the original Gone in 60 Seconds? Does that change your mind?
No, it doesn't.
It does not. No. That's the most it should just be LA thing I've ever heard. Actually, that proves my point.
There's no way they would have been able to get the mayor of LA, but they got the mayor of Carson to kind of woodenly give a speech about Carson. And then there was a really cool car chase that went by. And that makes me respect Carson. Carson, exactly, Jordan.
Carson.
The only good thing about Carson, well, you can get pretty good tacos in Carson. There's an IKEA.
There's an IKEA in Carson. Oh.
In Carson.
Okay.
And the Galaxy play there.
Those places where it's mostly car dealership.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Montebello.
Does anyone live
Glendale?
here? Or is this just car dealership?
Yeah.
No, Glendale has people.
Glendale's
a real place.
Glendale's a real place. But like, I know what you're saying. Like, oh. Okay, so John,
are you drinking a margarita?
I am.
Put the sunglasses back on,
put
John.
the sunglasses on.
Who are you trying to fucking fool?
Also,
we're not beating the allegations this week, folks.
No, but can you please tell me anything about this fucking cup?
These are plastic, square bottomed.
It's plastic?
Yep. Yeah, because you
reusable though.
Reusable, yeah. They go in dishwasher because you cannot take glass on beach here in Kiowa.
Yeah, and it's also safer by the pool.
Well, did you know that my parents' pilot on American Airlines was named John Warren on their way here?
Wow! Did they stop and did they talk to him?
Yeah, and then they knocked on the cockpit, and I turned around and said, "I'm flying this plane." And then they were like, "What?" And then I crashed it.
And then they got arrested for approaching the cockpit.
Yeah, they did.
And now they're in Guantanamo.
They did it while the plane was in the air.
Yeah,
but because it was John's parents, it was fine.
It was fine. But yeah, that was weird. And then I found out that the address of this place is not on Kiowa; it's on John's Island. So everything's just coming up.
Island?
Yeah, everything's just coming up.
It's called John's Island.
Yeah, everything's just kind of coming up, John. This week. So yeah, I'm having a margarita. They're really strong.
That's good. So after the ad
drinking,
we can drink right now.
I had so many carbs for lunch and a margarita that I felt like garbage until about 10 minutes ago.
Okay, so you're fixing it by having
having more drinks.
But
no carbs.
I feel like drinking this time of day is fun when you're on vacation, but it's not fun when you're unemployed.
Well, it's 6 p.m.
100%.
for John.
It is 5:40.
Okay. But that time I will be drinking.
And I did I did 6 hours of work before 1 p.m.
I want to do any hours of work. Can I have a job?
Sure.
I want a job.
Do you want to be the CMO of Glider?
Yeah.
What's
an M?
You got it.
Money.
Chief money operator. I can operate the money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how do you operate a money? You just hold it.
You just hold it.
You hold it, give.
And
hold
it. And when
take.
someone say, I need money, you go, what for? And then they say it and you don't know the difference. So you hand it to them anyway.
You give it to them anyway.
Yeah.
But the job is asking.
The job is asking. Yeah.
Honestly, like I was looking at the government website for jobs, earlier. John hates this margarita he's drinking.
It's so strong.
Well, a lot of the jobs are like, you should learn how to fix elevator.
Oh my God. Oh,
like, if I knew how to fix an elevator, I would have a job. I'm never going to learn how to fix an elevator though.
You could have sprung me out of the one I got stuck in Santa Monica for 90 minutes.
I could have, but I won't because I'm never learning that. But if I'd learned that, I would be able to get a job. But I only know how to be funny on the computer.
What if you invent
so I'm going to die in a pit?
You're not going to die in a pit.
Well, if you have an elevator, you can get out of the pit.
Yeah, but I don't know how to fix an elevator, so I'm going to die in the pit, Niki.
Damn.
But you know how to build elevator.
I think you have to learn how to fix an elevator before you'll know how to build it.
There's no way that's true.
No fucking way.
There's no way that's true.
I think legitimately and actually, I think I could construct an elevator right now. Like if you gave me the tools, I'm pretty sure I could construct you an elevator. I just make a pulley.
Yeah, I mean, I made a pulley in third grade for
That's all it is.
Some Hershey's Kisses, and I moved them.
We're gonna find out how you build a full elevator right after these messages. Hello, this week's episode is brought to you by an Oster blender that made this margarita. Thank you for Oster Blender Margarita. The best margarita since last week. Thanks, Oscar.
Wait, so hold on. So you're saying that the one that you're having right now is better than the one that you had earlier, even though
I'm reading the copy, Niki. I'm just reading the copy.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have if you want to support our Patreon and our ability to make more margaritas with an Oster blender, the margarita I made today is better than the one I had last week. That's just the copy.
Yeah.
You can support us over at patreon.com/if you're driving. We have 2 associate producers. One is Eric from Cleveland. The other is Keith from California. Thank you both so much for your continued patronage. We'll be back at the end of the show to tell you what else you get for your money, even at the $5 level. Let's get back to the show and figure out what Niki's going to do to build an elevator.
I'm off of the elevator tilt. I think I'm so deeply obsessed with the idea of a company slogan being this X is better than the X that you made last week.
Yeah.
Because like it implies this beautiful like
immediacy,
infinite growth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and it's always infinite growth, right? Like it so like this you make an oven.
Oh.
And it's like this Marie Callender's hot, like what the fuck is
hot pie?
Hot pot. Can you imagine if you went into Marie Callender's and they did hot pot?
That'd be incredible.
Can you fucking imagine?
But instead of
a chicken pot pie filling,
exactly, it wouldn't be broth. It would be the
you know what?
Pie
Actually, that idea fucking rules.
That
like a vat of chicken pot pie filling that you just dip stuff in,
and they give you different accoutrements to dip. It's just what if fondue was good?
Yeah.
What if fondue was chicken pot pie filling? Okay, but we can invent that.
Okay,
we can't cut this out.
Well, we're gonna have nothing in this episode.
No episode.
No episode.
You know what we will have though?
What?
Another edition.
Oh no.
Of Scam Text Theater.
Okay.
Jordan, play the music.
Scam Text Theater. Scam Text Theater. Scam Text Theater.
Wow, thank you so much for playing the music, Jordan.
Can I just say something real quick? I'm actually really nervous about this because Jordo's performance was so good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot to live up to here.
I mean, listen.
Well, do you want to swap? And you can be Niki this time and I can be the machine?
This time? I didn't do this last time.
I'm talking about because this is an ongoing thing and I don't want to let you be Niki forever.
When was I Niki ever?
You haven't been, but we're going to keep doing this forever because Niki's not going to stop getting scam text. Why are you on my shit, John? Why are you trying to beat me up with your words?
Okay, no, that's fine. We can switch if you want. Oh my gosh, this is so much. Okay, so you're the green.
I am the green, yes.
Hey, I'm sorry for all the clicking, Jordo. I got to open these big.
Jordan, can you please cut this part out? Because it does suck to listen to, I'm sure. Or don't,
Don't
do whatever. I've never opened a text message
Jesus.
before in my life.
I thought you didn't have to apologize to Jesus.
Okay, is this all of it, Niki?
No,
I thought that was the whole point of Jesus.
Right, okay,
there's so much more.
Okay, I'm
Jesus
opening.
died for all
but
your
you
sins.
can start now though.
No, I can't because I need to open all of it at once. I feel like.
Okay, well, I can't because of what we talked about before.
Oh, okay, all right, fine, that's fine. Okay.
Okay. So wait, who's who? Am I Niki or are you Niki, John?
Which one
John's
do you want?
me. I've done the casting and John is me.
Okay.
And action.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing? This is me, Nana. Do you remember me? We met last time.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hi, Mike. How are you doing? How have you been?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Though you did not remember me.
How was your weekend?
It's like a month now that we met. Yes, been good. Just back from outside. What about you?
Oh, nice. How was outside? I'm at a soccer game. I don't remember. Did you say that you liked soccer?
Yes, it was. I went to my friend's house. We made lunch together and enjoy the movies together too. No, I never say that. How's the soccer going on right now?
It's going well. The game just started. What did you have for lunch? What did you watch?
Ah, I see. Oh, we got chicken wings and some BBQ and some salad. We watched some adventure movies. We like that.
Oh, nice. I love adventure movies.
Yep. Which city are you in right now?
I'm in Los Angeles right now. Picture of a beautiful outdoor soccer field.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Where are you now? I forgot.
I am at Boston. I told you before.
Oh, yeah, Boston.
Yep. Will I have a picture of you if you don't mind? I mean, I want to see how you look right now because I want to see how you look right now because been a long time that we never met. Fuck, I can't. I gotta take it one more time. Jordan was amazing at this. I mean, I want to see how you look right now because been a long time that we never meet.
Picture of Timothy Chalamet giving a piece.
Very crucially dressed up as
Willy Wonka, right?
From the motion picture Wonka.
Oh, you are not Mike. I mean, you are not the person I know before.
Wait, but are you Nana?
Yes, I am Nana. I think we never know each other.
Oh, okay. What if we were friends?
Oh, okay. Don't worry. We can be friends.
Awesome. What do you do for work?
Yes, we can be. I am helping my uncle in his company, so I work as a project manager.
Oh, nice. What kind of company?
What about you?
I work at a candy company.
Cool. How is the game going right now?
It's going pretty good. 0-0 right now.
Ah, okay. So your name is Mike also, or what?
My name is... I'm sorry. My name is...
This might be my favorite text message I've ever sent in my whole life. Like...
My name is William.
I mean, that was my...
But my middle name, my name is William, but my middle name is Mike. So sometimes people call me both.
Perfect. Honestly, that is exactly when I saw that. I'm like, that's the only way. That's the only way you can do it is you say it's my middle name. And you did it. Niki, your mind is huge. Actually, my mind is, I'm starting to catch up with your 5-dimensional mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Ah, I got that. That is why though you were the person that I met before. Ha ha ha. But it is okay. We can be friends. It's good to have new friends.
Yay, I love new friend. What are you working on at your job?
I'm in financial field. You?
Oh, I just help invent new kinds of candy that people will like right now. I'm sorry. All right. Right now I'm working on one that... Right now I'm working on one that'll last forever.
Okay. It seemed great work.
Oh,
Question mark?
Oh. Oh.
Did you attending the soccer alone or with your friends?
I'm with my friends. Yeah, it's good work. I have a lot of people working alongside. Oh. It's going good. I have a lot of people working alongside me.
Nice. Good to hear that.
Oh my god! Fuck! Oh my god! This is so fucking funny. I'm sorry,
Niki, you're mine.
Oh my god! Our workplace even has music. What's your favorite candy, Nana?
Oh wow, that sounds like a Kate workplace. I don't really like candy, haha.
We won an award for best workforce. Oh really? What's your favorite snack?
But I would love Christmas candy.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Christmas candy.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
So, by the way, how old are you?
Wait, where's the last one? Shit.
Oh no, it's just you gotta scroll one more. It's the last two lines are 27.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
Sorry. 27. How about you?
And that was it.
And that was it? That's when he stopped?
Nana. That's when Nana stopped.
Fuck.
Wow. That's beautiful work, Niki.
Thank you so
Nikki.
much.
Okay,
Fuck.
so John can never do this again.
I can't ever do this again. I'm
he's
really
not
sorry.
Cut out for acting.
I'm not cut out for acting. It's so fucking funny. I'm sorry. Fuck.
I was literally at a soccer game in the middle of this.
Fuck.
That was all shoot. Like it was the soccer game part. That was real. I was actually at that event.
So you're just doing this?
Yes. And then it took me, let me see what the timestamps are on the time between when he asked for a picture of me and then when I decided who I was going to be in the moment, because that was the most difficult part. Here it is. Okay, so he sent me, I want to see a picture of you at 4:53 p.m.
Okay.
And it took me 3 minutes to decide who I was going to be. And I was trying to
go through other options or?
So my other options were, at first I was like, oh, what if I picked Joe Biden?
That would be very good.
And then like sent a picture of Joe Biden but I didn't want it to be immediately recognizable.
So you got this Timmy Chimmy fan card.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I'll make it. But then I was like, oh, I can just have it be one of the girls on the field. And then I was like, well, that's going to be more difficult to play with because then it's just not a regular person. Like they're unbelievably world-class athletes. But like there's less for me to play with. And then I was like, oh, Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, Timmy.
And then I typed in Timothée Chalamet selfie because I didn't want like a press image. Mm-hmm. So I typed in selfie and this is like one of the first ones. And I was like,
perfect.
That's perfect.
I found
it's
it.
Fucking perfect.
I'm going to be William Wonka.
William Michael Wonka.
William Michael.
Oh, William! I just got it.
Yeah.
I just
William
got it.
Michael Wonka.
Mm-hmm.
William. Brilliant work.
I thought the jig was up.
Right.
As soon as I sent the picture.
Well, he did say, "Oh, you
Chimmy.
Are not Mike," immediately. Which is
he did
so funny to me because what because this person
that has to be the plan,
right?
Yeah,
like so deeply that is part of the grift is that it never is the person,
right?
But which confused me more when he was like, "Wait, but you're not Mike," because of course not,
right?
Of course I'm not Mike.
Right.
I'm not Mike. So from a grift perspective, we all know I'm not Mike. So from a grift perspective, why would you double down on asking if I was Mike?
Yeah.
When it is very clear that I am not Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because it's clear that because that's the kayfabe. Like if you are texting somebody and then it turns out it's not the person,
right?
You go like, oh, sorry, you're not the person.
Oh, I see. You're not Mike. Even though I said
Mike.
I was.
You're not Mike.
Oh, I got the wrong. It's all been a big confusion. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of the mistakes I made because I tried to do a scam text. I tried to do a spam text.
You did?
So I can, this is going to be a very short theater because
sure. Absolutely.
You know what? I'm going to be the scammer this time.
Okay.
Because I can't do a bit.
Okay.
I'll fucking die. I almost had a heart attack a few minutes ago. Okay. All right.
Okay, I'm LB now.
I'm going to work in Hollywood next month. Are you still in Los Angeles?
Sorry, who is this?
Bella, I'm Annie. We met and exchanged numbers last October on a trip to the Grand Canyon, remember?
The Grand Canyon is so beautiful.
I'm planning on exploring North Rim this October. Do you want to go with me? Bella, do you remember me?
Of course. How can I forget you and the donkey you rode down the Grand Canyon? What was his name? I have plans this October, unfortunately. Sad face. I'm going to Machu Picchu like we talked about. What are you going to do in Hollywood? Working on a big movie?
Sorry, I sent the wrong message. I hope I didn't disturb you.
So I am, honestly, I think, LB, you gave too many details too quickly.
Yeah.
Is my note here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because it proves to them something, but I'm not sure what. But I just think that you gave them too much information.
It was too much all at once. You need to string them along.
Yeah.
Niki, you do a very good job of stringing them along, of pulling them in, of reeling them into your little web.
Yeah, the reeling.
I gave it away too fast that I knew it was a scam.
Yeah. Because you can't ask, because it doesn't seem like they have the capability to answer real questions, is something I've learned.
Right.
The idea that this person on the other end, when I asked what their favorite kind of candy was, said, I don't like candy, and then said capital C, Christmas candy.
Christmas candy.
Is crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And then I went way too far in the next image.
Yeah, do you want to read these, Niki?
Oh, there's a second. There's a second image.
There's a second image.
It's all LB.
But I'm Bella, and I went to the Grand Canyon last year. Are you not Annie? I still owe you $700. I miss you, Annie. Well, I'll never forget the passionate night we shared while our husbands talked about IPAs and vapes. You'll always be in my heart, Annie. That's really good.
That's really good, but I did read that as we shared our husbands the first time, which was such a funny fucking thing in my head.
Listen, that could have happened too.
It could have happened.
Not that many tents on the
Not that many tents. Okay, so I went in too hot.
You gotta play so dumb.
I gotta play dumb. I gotta play coy. Okay, my next one, I'm gonna bring it to you, and I'm gonna improve.
Yeah.
I think the Willy Wonka tech scam theater really taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I was taking it so seriously, is because I was like not just taking it seriously as an actor, which, you know, I am, of course, a very well-trained actor.
I'm sorry, but Elby, you didn't have to say we have special music at our factory. You didn't have to say that out loud. You didn't have the part where I
could have done it.
Where I was like, you could have done it. You could have had in your mind a future.
Yeah, next time I'll play Niki.
Niki had to explain what Oompa Loompas are, which I thought was just where we were fucking going. When I read the music thing, my heart literally split into multiple parts, and my body was like, you have to get it together, or you're gonna die right now.
The thing is, I also have not been drinking margaritas all day.
That's true.
Which was a huge help to me.
That's true. That's fair.
But you know what? Orson Welles would have been able to do it drunk on margaritas.
That's absolutely true. I need to really up my drunk kind of acting game.
So I'm saying you're not as good of an actor as Orson Welles.
That's a tough note, but I'll accept it. Thank you.
Yeah.
How many Oscars has Orson Welles won?
I think he did one like directee, right? Or
so not a real one. That's just telling people what to do. I could do that.
Catherine Bigelow.
Well, he was telling himself what to do, I think.
Oh, that's less real. I'm doing that every day. Where's my Oscar?
He won original screenplay, actor, and director for the same movie in 42.
Yeah.
What movie?
I believe that was Citizen Kane.
Nah.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't think the
Magnificent
Ambersons did as well.
That movie's not even good.
Wow.
Shots fired.
I don't think it's good. It's so fucking long. Nothing. Name one thing that happens in that movie.
They eat dinner and really long table.
Oh, wow. How cool.
Sled
called Rosebud. Spoilers for Citizen Kane.
This is the last thing he says. He claps for the bad performance.
I think the Emoji Movie is better than Citizen Kane.
That's you're allowed to feel that way.
Actually, you're not. You're not allowed to say that a James Corden vehicle was better than Citizen Kane. You're not. Actually, you're not allowed to say that.
Your feelings are completely valid.
That's a penalty box thing for me.
Okay,
is to say you can't say the Emoji Movie is better than.
You know what?
Citizen Kane.
I get that. Yeah. I understand that, and I'll be back.
I'm gonna pound on the glass and the.
I get it. That's fair.
James Corden. James Corden. I'm smacking on the box. Oh, Niki's left the front door.
left. Niki left the podcast.
Niki closed the heavy front door with a beautiful stained glass.
Yeah.
God, what a house.
I haven't seen Citizen Kane in a really long time, so Niki's looking in through their window,
like a cryptid,
into their house, like a cryptid. Hold on, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Oh shit, it's over. I'll take a screenshot later. Oh my god, Niki's back. Niki's coming back.
Niki's coming back.
Niki's approaching. Niki's
fit is good today.
Yeah, and Niki has a good outfit on today.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I might have been wrong to say that the Emoji Movie was better than
I'm glad you're coming back around.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So
you don't have to like Citizen Kane though.
I don't. So
well, what about okay, so back to the penalty box question. What happens if you encounter James Corden doing the traffic stop flash mob thing? Like what's that?
Well, he's already
send him back
kind
to
of
England.
So deportation. Deportation is kind of.
It's not a deportation as much as it's just a really long yard penalty.
Got it.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, so you're saying he can come back whenever?
Well, but he has to make his way on foot. Yes.
He has to
on
walk
foot.
Back.
Wow.
Yeah, or swim.
It's gonna have
walk and swim.
Okay.
Yeah, or boat,
right.
or paddling boat.
I was gonna say, is it on foot if you stand on a boat?
I think if you're.
Yeah, but do they? Hey, can I ask a dumb question?
Stand the whole time.
Do they? Oh man, I'm realizing how dumb this question is. And
that's what they do on the space station.
How many margaritas I've had? Do they still? Do they still sail across the Atlantic?
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
isn't it like super dangerous in the middle of the Atlantic?
Yeah.
Aren't you a guy who goes on cruises?
No.
Yes, they still sail boats.
No. No, it is so different. Cruises do things where they're like, we're going to circle around the islands of the Caribbean, or like we're going to stay in the Mediterranean. They don't do things like they don't go from like New York to London. They don't do that.
They do. They literally do. There's a new boat for that.
They don't.
That was
there
the
isn't a single.
They just don't advertise those to you, John, because they know you like to go on the. I get COVID from old people cruises.
Yeah,
I did get COVID from old people on that cruise.
They also have. Was that cruise around the world, and they went.
I don't think that's everywhere.
Real. What do you mean?
I don't think anyone's ever done it.
There was a guy on TikTok who did it.
I don't think Amelia Earhart
he
ever
felt
did
like
it.
He absolutely felt like a plant, but like
Queen Mary 2 is in the harbor in Santa Monica and it's haunted.
No, that's
the Queen Mary 1 is in the harbor at Long Beach. You fucking psycho pervert! That's where you crashed your boat. You showed up to our podcast drunk.
I did not. That's not true. Don't slander me.
It's not slander.
It's not slander. If you showed up drinking a margarita thinking that the Queen Mary 2 is in Santa Monica.
I thought it was.
That's the Queen Mary 1. That's the first one.
I can't really do we tried to do the tours of that once, but wheelchair too big.
Oh, well, maybe you can get on the Queen Mary. You think you legally have to be able to get on the Queen Mary 2?
Probably. That's probably. Well.
But yeah, you can cross. They are doing transatlantic crossings on the Queen Mary 2 starting this year.
Would you rather go on the Joko cruise or the Jericho cruise?
Jericho.
Wow. We've had literally this exact conversation before.
Yeah, we have.
Joko.
I think Joko. I changed my mind.
I think Joko. Well, Clive Barker's Jericho cruise, says Jordan, which I think is a good answer.
I would go on Clive Barker's
I would
Jericho
go on
cruise
Clive
as well.
Barker's Jericho
I think
cruise.
there's still a chance that you have a good time on the Joko cruise.
I think there are enough like actually cool people that go on the Joko cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could also have a good time on the Jericho cruise. And John, I'm sorry for making fun of you for being drunk on the podcast. I think you're doing a great job. You're enjoying your vacation night. He's just taking a long sip of his marg.
Wait, it only costs what?
It's a lot of
That
salt.
doesn't seem like enough money.
Wait, how much does it cost to do what?
It's only $800 to do the cruise from New York to Southampton. That's it.
Well, that's a really short cruise.
It's a week. It's 8 nights.
Oh, so it stops in a million places on the way to Southampton?
There's nowhere to stop. It's just
John,
the Atlantic
where the
Ocean.
fuck do you think you're stopping?
Oh, I wait, sorry.
Like Greenland?
Hold on. I thought you meant Southampton,
guess.
like in the Hamptons.
No.
Oh,
Like
because there's Northampton and I'm not doing a bit.
Sure.
There's Northampton
No, the
and
city.
Southampton.
The city.
Those things are inland, so I was confused about that.
Boat has wheels.
The Hamptons are at the beach.
I thought Montauk was at the beach. Are the Hamptons also at the beach?
It's all at the beach.
There's so much beach in
See,
New
here's
York
the thing though.
because
Whenever I see a
it's an
reality
island.
show with the Hamptons, they never go to the beach. So I
That's
didn't
because
know
they're
that.
already on the beach.
they're already on the beach. They're beach houses.
That's your opinion.
That's our opinion, he says.
My
So
great grandma died in her house in the Hamptons.
On the beach.
On the beach. And if you want to know that was a disgusting house.
Why?
Full of garbage.
Oh,
Because
Garbage?
the rot
Yeah, because it's
Oh.
been all the time.
of a just a completely out of it old woman just
Mhm.
like zonked out in a hospital bed in a house
Mhm.
nobody touched.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough.
That house was fucking gnarly.
That's tough.
But it was full of very fun trash for a child Elby to
Fun
look.
trash.
That's cool. I love
Fun
What was your favorite
trash.
trash? Let's rank trash.
There was a bunch of fake jewels
Okay.
and just like golden fabric, and then a bunch of autographed photos of ballet dancers from the 20s who none of them were
Whoa.
famous, and they were just like smoking cigs and looking really, really, really gay.
Okay. Well, good for them.
You could smoke back then?
During ballet, you could smoke. You could smoke in an operating theater.
You can still smoke now, just not in ballet. Does Luka Doncic really smoke regular cigarettes in real life?
In the off season.
I think in
He's
the
been-
off season he's been photographed,
photographed.
at bars and stuff. Yeah.
That's
Blasting
so cool.
cigs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But he doesn't smoke during season.
It doesn't seem like it.
I really can't wait until he's like 35 because he's gonna lose his boyish looks
Mhm.
and he's just gonna look like a Slovenian kind of like. I think he's gonna look like a Slovenian cab driver or something.
Yeah.
And
When I
he's
found
gonna have
out
just
he's the
bad
same
tattoos.
age as Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy, right?
Crazy.
Unreal.
Yeah. Yep. Crazy. There's a huge smoking culture in Mike distance. I mean, well, I read both of those notes at once. There's a huge smoking culture in ballet and also Niki Mike distance.
Thanks. Hey.
There's a
There's a
smoking culture
huge-
in Mike distance.
Yeah, you always want to be one cigarette away from the microphone.
One cigarette away, one Virginia Slim away from your microphone.
No,
Like
that's too
here.
far. Virginia
Like
Slim's too
this?
far.
Too
You want to
far,
be
okay.
like a.
Want to be a Marlboro Red?
This is not a Marlboro Red. This is like
It's a
a.
little
That's like a
joint.
cigarillo.
Like a joint.
That's like a
Yeah.
joint. Yeah.
You
It's like a
know,
little joint. It's like a
joint
half
away.
smoked. It's like a half smoked Marlboro, or like that's like an unfiltered cigarette. That's an unfiltered Lucky Strike.
Okay. Yeah. That
Is what
makes
we're
Can
looking
you
at there.
reuse cigarettes?
What do you mean?
What do you
Can you
mean?
reuse cigarettes? What do you
Like-
mean?
Okay, so you start a cigarette, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit,
I can't
I
smoke
gotta-
this right now.
I can't smoke this right now.
Yes.
Can you relight it? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
You can save it for later. Put it
Yeah.
out. Oh, I used to be so nasty and disgusting. My jeans smelled so fucking bad because sometimes I would do that and I'd be like, I'm saving the cigarette for later, and I wouldn't put it back in the pack. I would put it in my pocket.
That's fucking crazy, LB. That is fucking crazy, LB. That you could torture that out of me.
Yeah, can the
think that
person
is
behind you with
crazy.
the gun, they can go now, I guess.
I mean, I was like 18, 19.
Yeah, that's still fucking crazy.
Not in a
though.
million years.
Yeah. Wow.
If you just had them raw in your pocket, would you wash
Raw
them
in my
sometimes?
Wow. Would you watch them? Would you watch the cigarette? think about that.
Do you know
Nikki.
how infrequently I did laundry of like non-underwear in those days?
Sure.
Yeah.
That never happened. That cigarette
That's
always
on
got
me.
smoked
Damn.
Mhm.
by me. And then I washed my jeans like not often.
Not.
I was filthy and disgusting.
Yeah. You were like
Yeah.
Pigpen from Peanuts.
I was a lot like Pigpen from Peanuts. Yeah.
God.
I was like a Pigpen Peppermint Patty crossover
Pigpen,
character.
definitely a chain smoker, I feel like.
As an adult?
Yeah. Not as
Or as
child.
like a 50th kid in the 60s?
You know. I think he started young. I think he started young. I do. I think Peppermint Patty and Pigpen started young.
Smoking?
Yeah.
Peppermint Patty's not going to start smoking young. She's an athlete.
Yeah, but she's also like, oh, you didn't know any athletes that smoked? I did in high school.
None. I knew not one athlete.
See, because they probably took athletics very seriously because they were going somewhere. The ones in my school, they were not going anywhere.
The athletes in my school were fucking shit garbage.
Garbage? Okay.
Yeah. They all wanted, maybe it's just because they all wanted to be dentists.
Oh, man. Who would want to be a dentist?
I don't know, but probably somebody who has a job now is who.
What
That's fair. You know what? Fair.
The Titanic's not even that big.
Huh?
Queen Mary bigger than the Titanic.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. But the Titanic was big at the time, right?
I guess.
It was big at the time.
It's not cool
it's like
to
saying
me anymore.
Empire State Building's not that big.
Well, it's not.
Yeah, but it was at the time. Have you ever been up there?
Yeah, it's boring.
Yeah, but at some point,
very high up to me.
Yeah, but at some point, like a 4-story building was also like, biggest, you know what I mean?
Like I think we didn't get to tall buildings until the Burj Khalifa.
Which is that
that's the one.
That's the Dubai big one.
Dubai
stupid one from Dubai.
Yeah.
I think at a certain point it's just you're being stupid. Like, why are you doing this so much?
And I think there's a space between the Empire State Building and the Burj Khalifa where buildings are tall.
Right.
I don't think you need to be taller than Empire State Building. I've been to the top floor of that, and I'm like, this is high enough.
I think we don't need to go higher than a building so tall that if you go outside near the top, you would die. That's what I think.
Is 30 Rock?
I mean, they were going to do that.
Is 30 Rock higher than the Empire State Building? I don't think so.
I don't think so. When I went to the Empire State Building as a kid, there was a man in an ape costume.
Okay.
In a gorilla costume.
like
King Kong. And I think that fucking slaps.
Clever.
There's no way that's still a job.
Clever.
Probably. New York City sucks like that. That probably still is a job.
Probably.
Fucking slaps. I love that then.
It's great.
How does that suck? That's so cool. Just have a guy in a gorilla costume.
I think it's fine.
And a great piece of architecture. I think the Empire State Building's gorgeous. That's the other thing, is that they're all ugly. They look shitty and ugly and stupid.
Until the Empire State Building.
No. Like all the super tall, like too tall.
Oh, like
buildings.
the new ones.
Yeah. The new too tall buildings. They look dumb as shit. They look like a fucking.
They look like supersized bad apartment buildings. Like,
yeah, well, that's because a lot of them are.
Yeah,
that's basically all that they are.
Like, you know how cars used to look cooler?
Yeah.
Yes.
And now they don't. It's like they did the same thing with buildings.
Yeah.
Like, why does building have to be aerodynamic?
Mm-hmm.
For wind.
It doesn't. What do you mean
there's a building in San Francisco that looks like when you have a Rubik's Cube and it's like in the in-between stage.
That's cool.
Like
I like
rotate
that.
it, and that's cool, but it is too tall.
Why don't make stuff too tall. Don't make shit reflect in my eyes. Don't make stuff look all like goopy, melty, stupid. Like what's his name? Disney Hall? I hate that.
Remember when they built that building and then it was too shiny, it was melting stuff in other people's houses like a half a mile away. And then they had to come through and then fucking sand the building down.
So dumb. They should just make stuff that's cool. That's all I ever do is me and Robbie walk around and Robbie will look at a building and be like, why can't you build something cool?
I know.
I'm like, I don't know.
You could have done anything and you built something shitty.
Did something disgusting. I look at a disgusting, ugly building across the alley from me every day.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
So fucking ugly.
You do. Yeah.
You haven't
How
seen it in
much?
person. It's hideous.
Have I not?
Nikki, how ugly is the building?
Wait,
No,
have
it
I
was
not?
built
Is it brand
after-
new?
Yeah. How
Oh.
ugly is the building across from me, Nikki?
Really? Very. It's extremely ugly. How much do you think, and then we gotta go, how much do you think that the Walt Disney Concert Hall cost?
To
It's less
build?
than I thought. Yeah.
150 million.
LB?
I don't
Thinking
know.
about it really hard.
I don't know. I don't know how about things. I don't know how much stuff costs. Like $1 billion? I don't know.
$130 million.
I was really close.
You were
You were really
close.
close. See?
That's way less.
I was
than
over, but I was really
expected.
close.
I guess
Wow.
it was
So
pre
Jordo
9/11.
wins.
Jordo wins. Price is
$40
right.
million.
Jordo
So
wins,
Jordo
yeah,
wins
'cause-
the Disney Concert Hall.
Congratulations. Now it's
Congrats,
yours.
Congrats,
Jordo.
Jordo. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with it? Oh, I thought you were gonna say like it's now a place where like cam girls will get to like do shows.
That would
which
be so sick.
very sick.
Yeah, with a full orchestra?
It'd be so
God, that
sick.
would rule. Be
That
so
would
much
be-
better.
And the
That'd be so sick. They deserve
The
a better
conductor guy. What's his
venue.
name?
Yeah, that's
is he still the conductor there? The guy
Wait,
who
who?
became the guy who like headbangs. He gets really crazy and into it. He was the conductor like 20 years ago. I don't know.
So then no. That guy's dead for sure.
That guy's definitely
I think
dead.
like if you're a conductor, you die early from stress. Like
yeah, that's
in-
what that Bradley Cooper movie was about.
Is that what that movie's about? I haven't
Yeah. And whiplash.
seen it. Did he die early from stress?
Yeah, he
in
did
that?
his
He
he did
dies
his drum
at the- yeah.
solo, and then like it's so weird. It's like everyone's like whiplash. It's just it doesn't mean anything in a movie. It's like, well, actually, what happens is that he finishes his drum solo, then a truck crashes through the thing, and he and then like breaks his neck, and that's the end of
Yeah,
the movie, which
cut
like
to
no one
black.
talks about.
Yeah, but that's why it's called whiplash.
That's why it's called
Hmm.
whiplash.
Because his neck goes.
That goes.
There you go,
it
make you
goes-
think.
Make you
Hey,
think.
did you know that If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes is produced by Jordan Mallory, music by Jordan Mallory, and podcast art by Max Schwartz? I didn't know that.
I did because I've been on this one before.
That's cool. You can support us and help us make this podcast on our Patreon. If you're no, that's not correct. At patreon.com/if you're driving. If you're driving.com is also a URL that we have, but it'll take you to our link tree where you can find all of our social accounts. Your Patreon money helps us do things like buying groceries, paying rent. The one time we went to eat at the Cheesecake Factory. We have so many more goals that we want to do, like digging holes, buying more groceries, and renting one of those bikes with 9 seats. Just $5 a month gets you access to all of our content. That includes a video version every episode that comes out every week, as well as Jordo's producer notes with JPEGs we describe in a given episode. Every month you'll get a Patreon exclusive bonus episode and a patrons only stream. For $15 a month, you'll canonically be the real life actual Santa Claus, Papa Noel, Papa Shisho, and we'll thank you on the show. And for $1,000 a month, you can make us dig holes with you anywhere you find us. You have to have a shovel. But if you do, we'll stop what we're
We will
doing to dig
dig.
holes. We'll all be in LA for a prolonged period of time in early June. So good time to get that 1,000-month tier and make us dig. Okay. Membership in our beautiful and wonderful Discord community is also available for all Patreon tiers. We'd love to hang out with you there. If you like what we do, we'd also appreciate it if you told your friends and loved ones. Word of mouth is the best way you can keep us doing this thing. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Do we have a new review this week?
Hold on, I gotta check. Keep talking.
You can find us on Twitter and TikTok at If You're Driving, Instagram at If You're Driving, Close Your Eyes, Blue Sky at IfYou'reDriving.com, and email us at podcast@IfYou'reDriving.com. Please go to Jordstrom.net for all of your wares. You can buy tickets, I think, now to the Giant Bomb at Night on
It's true.
on June-
Bit.ly. It's on June 9th, 7:30 p.m. Bit.ly/GB at night. NITE or NIGHT, whichever one. They're $40 plus presumably $150 million in Ticketmaster fees.
That's a steal considering you'll see redacted at the event. So that's pretty cool. And you can also check out LB at
What?
Cool.
What are you talking about?
LB.cool? You got that?
We should.
No, it's hunktears.com. But you don't need to check me out. I'm good. You can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/hunktears. I have a new review for you.
Okay.
From Blippy Boo Bear, who said, it's genuinely really funny. One of the only podcasts that makes my entire body shake as I'm squeezing my eyelids shut and dry heaving while driving. This kind of thing helps us the most, more than anything else, other than you giving us money so we can live.
Okay, these are really helpful.
These are really helpful. So if you don't have, like, if you're like, I want to help them live, but my money I need to have for myself to live, you just do this. That works too. And then when you have enough money for us all to live, we can all live. And then when I become a dentist, then we won't have to worry about that anymore. But
should we be on Jeopardy?
Yeah, we should be on that Jeopardy, I think. Jeopardy doing a team of 3 pop culture tournament?
Pop culture Jeopardy.
Oh, fuck.
We can do that.
Okay, actually, we should absolutely do this.
We should do that right now.
We should do this right now.
We'll do it right now.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of our show. We really do appreciate your support. And you know what? You're good. You can open your eyes.
Just please stop punching.
LB, you can take us out.
Create a My Jeopardy profile. Create a My Jeopardy profile to receive Jeopardy emails. Track your online tests. J! 6 game stats. That's a problem. J6 game stats. Hey, what are your J6 game stats? John, give your stats.
Yeah, my stats are I'm 100 in sitting.
That's huge.
Which is pretty big.
Yeah. Niki, what are your J6 game stats?
Tall.